I love grumpy people. They make me laugh, they make me think, and if you ask them enough questions, you often find out that there are really good reasons for their grumpiness. So that's where I started. Two grumpy characters. Grumpiness as a long-term life plan, not a good one. It's over the long haul, it will let you down. So I thought, what is the funniest place to put two extremely grumpy people and watch them thrash about for a weekend? And the answer was a destination wedding. In the end, they have to confront the questions of, am I really going to stay grumpy, or is there any hope at all for me? These two characters are set off in their own world, unable to participate in happiness, unable to participate in activities in life, certainly in any of the wedding activities. They don't want anything to do with it, they're allergic to it, they want to be over here whilst life is going on over there. So it's natural to shoot it in such a way that they are sealed off. They are in their own hermetic world in which they can crack wise and at the same time get to know one another, which is, of course, the key. Well, they're the same in as much as they've both been let down in life. They've both incurred their share of injuries. They both have a 14-piece matched set of emotional baggage when they show up. But they're different in as much as Frank, Keanu's character, has given up all hope. He believes that love is a choice, and he's not going to make it no matter what is presented to him. He will continue on the straight and narrow, out of harm's way. Thank you very much, but I know how this ends. And Lindsay, who has also had her share of grave disappointments, nevertheless has retained a little bit of hope. Just a flicker, just enough to get the conversation started, a conversation that Frank really doesn't want to participate in, but at a certain point his attraction for her, both physical, emotional, intellectual, is sufficient that he finds he has to. They're the perfect choices individually. I felt, and I believe Winona agreed, that the material was very, very well suited to her. And Keanu embraced Frank's character instantly and with great aplomb. But together, the whole, I think, is greater than the sum of the parts. Now, you have to remember, these two have known each other for, what, 30 years or something? They're great friends, enormous affection between them. So that's a built-in chemistry, which is such a blessing for a director. There were days when we shot 16, 17, 18 pages, which requires a tremendous amount of preparation on their part because they have to learn all that stuff, almost as if you would a large portion of a play. You have to be prepared to deliver it in one take, and you have to be you gotta have endurance. I mean, those takes are long, they take a lot out of you. So I was extremely grateful for their mastery of the material, which they accomplished in a very short amount of time. There are moments in the first half of the movie where both of them notice something about the other which is appealing despite their best instincts not to be appealed to. It's appealing nevertheless. And they kind of tamp it down and they tamp it down and they try to fight it and they don't really want to. They certainly don't talk about it together, but they kind of muse about it separately. I hope that audiences are able to connect with these characters for one simple reason. Nobody goes through their whole life without some trouble. Nobody I know. Everybody is disappointed. Everybody is injured. Everybody is hurt by something. Very often not things of their own making. And I think the question of how we bounce back is a really relevant question for people of all ages and all kinds of different people.